Assalamu alaikum everyone. Good afternoon all of you. How are you?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Walaikum assalam, ma'am. Alhamdulillah, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Walaikum assalam,
Yeah.
ma'am.
So this is the same strength in the previous class or the girls are still joining?
Same, ma'am.
And still they'll join, ma'am, because
Maybe
right
they
in the
are
beginning
joining, ma'am.
they were 67. Yeah, 67 participants.
Yes. Okay, fine. The topics, the girls with the topics, are you ready? Yesterday, sole proprietorship and partnership forms topic completed. Yes.
Sole proprietorship and joint stock company.
Joint Hindu family, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. The family. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, now it's turn for the partnership or joint stock company. Which topic is next?
Partnership only.
Okay, so who is there with the partnership topic?
I think Nasima Begum, Nazmeen Begum. I think.
Yes, girls with the topic, partnership topic. Yes. Adiba, were you with the topic partnership?
No, Adiba was not there, ma'am. Partnership with someone else. Nasmeen or Nasima, Sana.
Or
Ma'am, you
someone,
have
I
not
guess.
given any
Yes,
topic.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Partnership. I have to
Yeah, you can
explain.
start. Yeah, you can start with the topic. Go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum. Here Nazmeen. Now I'm going to explain another form of business organization, that is partnership. Partnership. What is partnership? It's a form of organization where more than two person come together as a unit. So they will contribute and pool their resources and start a business to earn profits, to achieve an objective. They'll be the partners in a partnership, maybe individuals, they can be individual persons, they can be it can be business, schools, and etc. So in that case, they'll come together and start a business. So the form of business partnership is called as partnership firm. The entity is called as partnership firm, and the members who are involved in partnership, they are called as partners. Got it, girls? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So to start a business of partnership, there should be at least two persons to form a business. And in partnership, the transferability of interest can't be there. Transferability of interest, and the partners share all the profits and losses according to their profit sharing ratio. And there'll be agency relationship, means if one partner is not there, so in the absence of that partner, the another partner takes the action. He will do the work. And registration of partnership is not compulsory under the act, but if the partners don't register the firm, there will be some consequences. See, registration of partnership. As per the Partnership Act 1932, it's not compulsory to register a partnership firm. But if some consequences, if some conflicts happen, so this registration of partnership will act as a proof. So it is suggested to register the partnership firm. Non-registration of a firm has some real life legal consequences for the partners. So it's always advisable to draw up a written partnership deed. Partnership deed is nothing but
Yes.
it's
What are
an
the
agreement, it's a
consequences?
document. Yes, ma'am?
Hello. Yeah, I'm asking about the consequence. What are the consequences? Can you please tell them?
Yes, ma'am. See, some if third party is not agreeing, is not paying, so we can't take any action against him if partnership form is not registered. But if it is registered, so we can take any legal action against the party. And as well as an unregistered firm can't file a case against a partner for any reason like mismanagement, theft, etc. If there is something uncertainty or mismanagement, if there will be like some any issues, so the partners can't file any case against them if the partnership firm is not registered. So it's always advisable to register the firm. A partner of an unregistered firm can't file a suit against one of the other partners either. Girls, did you listen this? If you not register a firm, so what will be the consequences? Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
When any dispute
That
arises,
partner can cheat us, so it's better always
yes,
advisable for finding this partnership firm,
Registering, yeah.
registering. I mean,
Now, the procedure to register a partnership firm is as follows. First, application to the registrar. According to the Indian Partnership Act 1932, there is no time limit as such for the registration of a firm. So, partnership firm can be registered at any time. There is no time limit. They have to register at that time only or before starting the business. It's not like that. They can register because it's not compulsory to register. No, they can register the firm at any time, and the firm can be registered on the date when it is incorporated or any such date after so. The side fees and fines must be paid, and the procedure of such a registration is as follows. First, to register a firm, the following steps should be followed. Application to the registrar of firms in the prescribed form, Form A. Nowadays, this facility is even available online. Nowadays, we can register a firm by sitting at home, on online. Such an application must contain the certain basic details. When we are registering a firm, partnership firm, so in that application, in that form, the following details should be there. First, name of the partnership firm, what is the name of the firm, and name and address of all the partners, whoever is involved in this business. So the address of them and the place of business. Where are you going to start the business, the position, the location of the business, and duration of the partnership, how long it will be running, like, and then date of joining of partners. When the partners are joining the firm, that date should also be entered, and date of commencement of business. Ma'am, this commencement means ending of business.
No, commencement means the starting from which date the business was going to get started. Commencing the business.
Commenced. Okay, ma'am. Okay. So when the business is going to start, that date also we should enter in the application. And then second, the duly signed copy of the partnership deed must be filled with the registrar. So the partnership which is signed, it should be filled with the registrar, the
ROC
person who is
registration of company. It needs to be
yes.
approved by those
Then
companies.
excuse me,
yeah, it
ma'am.
should be filled with him.
This date of joining of partners and date of commencement of this business is same meaning, na? So is it one point?
Yes.
I have
Date
written
of
two
joining
points.
means
Yeah, some
you
partners
are
will be
doing.
joining in between or after commencement of business. No, so that's why date of joining of partners is different and date of commencement is different.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Sarah, are you getting?
Yes, I got it.
Then deposit, pay the necessary fees and stamp duties. When are we registering a firm? No, at that time we have to pay some fees and stamp duties. Then once the registrar approves the application, the firm will be entered into the records, and the registrar will also issue a certificate of incorporation. When we do all these necessary details, when we fill it, no, at that time the registrar will give us a certificate of incorporation, which means our partnership firm is registered. Now, partnership deed, it's an agreement between the partners of the firm which outlines the terms and conditions of the partnership. Means this is an agreement when the partners will agree the terms and conditions. This partnership deed will mm, the purpose of a partnership deed is to provide clear understanding of the roles of each partner, which ensures smooth running of the operations of the firm. So the purpose behind partnership deed for yes, provide a partnership deed is there should not be any conflicts between the partners, that I have introduced this much capital, you have no, it should not be like this. That's why they prepare partnership deed, which will include all the terms, conditions, and everything.
Yes.
It is required for smooth running of the operations of the firm. The agreement can be either in written or oral. The partnership can be in written form or in oral form. So it's better that it should be in written form. Now,
Yeah, Nazmin, you can proceed with the kinds of partners. Okay, any like any two or three of its kinds. Okay, you can proceed with any two or three of its kinds of partners. Okay.
okay, ma'am. Okay.
And one point
Now,
for
partners,
partnership deed, that is, it can be also used as evidence. That's
yes, it
proceed
can be
well.
used as evidence in future. Now, types of partners. There are some types of partners. Not all partners of the firm have the same responsibilities and functions. Every partner means not all the partners will not be same. Some will be active and some will be not active. So there are some different kinds of partners, like active partner. Active partners, the name itself suggests this. Okay, the person who is in partnership will be active. He takes active participation in the business of the firm. He contributes to the capital, and he'll have a share in the profit, and also he'll also participate in the daily activities of the firm. And his liability in the firm will be unlimited. Active partner's liability will be unlimited, and he often will act as an agent for the other partners. The active partner will act as an agent. Got it, girls?
Yes.
Now, dormant partner. Dormant partner is nothing but he is a partner, but he is sleeping partner. He does not uh, work actively. He'll not participate in the daily functioning of the business, but he'll still be a partner, and he'll still have to make his share of the contribution to the capital. Then in return he'll have a share in the profits. When he is introducing his capital in the business, at that time he'll have some shares also. So he'll have a share in the business, he'll have a share in profits. His liability is also unlimited. Girls, do you get it? Active partner and dormant partner.
Yes. Yes.
Next, now secret partner. Secret partner, now we can understand by his name only. Secret partner. He'll be secretly working as a partner. A secret partner is actually a partner of the firm, but he doesn't hold out to the public as a partner of the firm. Means he'll be a partner, but he'll not show this to the public. He'll not act like a partner in front of public people, but keeps his existence as a secret. A secret. His liability is also unlimited. Secret partner will be doing some functions, but secretly. Now, nominal partner. Nominal partner. These partners neither contribute capital nor take part in the management of the business, but they are the partners for the sake of name only. But they give their name to the partnership. They don't contribute their capital, and they don't be very active, or they don't contribute any participation in the business. That's why they are just for name. They are just nominal partners. He doesn't have share in the profits or losses. If he is not introducing any capital, so why he will have any share in profit or losses? He'll not have anything in the business, but just a name. He'll just give a name. He only lends his name and reputation for the benefit of the firm. His liability is also unlimited. Now, partner by estoppel. If a partner holds out to another that he is a partner of the firm, either by words or actions or conduct, then such a partner becomes a partner by estoppel. See, if he is acting as a partner of the firm, either by words, if he's telling and telling, or if he is doing any actions like a partner, then he'll become partner by estoppel. However, this partner will also have unlimited liability. I think you are getting my point, girls.
Yes, Nazmin.
Yes.
Yes. Now, shall I proceed, ma'am?
Yes, we
Finish,
can
finish.
stop now. And the next topic, yes, the
Yes,
next
ma'am.
topic after partnership is
Cooperative society. Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
yeah, Jazakallah khair. Yeah. The next topic, who is there with the next topic? Yeah, Samreen from Shalibanda branch. Yeah, unmute yourself. Yes,
Can I
Samreen,
start, ma'am?
you are taking the next topic.
Yes, cooperative society.
Okay, okay, proceed. Fine.
Cooperative society. It is a form of organization wherein persons voluntarily associate together as human beings on the basis of equality for the economic interest.
Yes, what happened?
Ma'am, I think she's having a network issue.
Yeah, Samreen, are you there in the class?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, is there some network issue from your side?
Yes, ma'am. Network issue.
Okay. Okay, fine. Will if you want to continue, or shall I pass it on to someone else?
Yes, ma'am. I will continue.
Okay, you can. Fine. Make sure that you are taking only the selective topics, okay? Selective points, and just wind it out according to your network issue.
Yes, ma'am. According to the Indian Cooperative Society Act 1912, Section 4, defined cooperative society as a society which has its objectives for the promotion of economic interest of its members in accordance with cooperative principles. There are some of the features of the cooperative society are voluntary association, democratic management, service motive, distribution of surplus, open membership in the society, capital, return from capital investments, number of members, registration, control of government, one man, one vote. And the term cooperation originated from the Latin word cooperare. Co means with and operare means to work. Therefore, the term cooperation refers to working together. Working together, the people having common economic objective and aiming at working together may form a society known as cooperative society. There are different types of cooperative society. which are consumer cooperative society, producers cooperative society, corporate credit cooperative society, marketing cooperative society, housing cooperative society, and farming cooperative society. First, cooperative society, consumer cooperative society means all society is consume goods are produced goods in the bulk quantities directly from the producers to the middlemen who are in need. And producers cooperative society is a society where production and distribution are handled from within the cooperative. These producers could be farmers, Ayurvedic herbal medicine, uh, organic produce sellers, etc., handlooms, handicrafts, etc. And credit cooperative society means they provide loans to the members, to the people of the society. Marketing cooperative society means all the facilities of transport and marketing facilities will be provided to the people. Housing cooperative society that provides affordable housing to the middle and low income groups. One becomes a member by purchasing shares in the cooperative. Instead of, they provide affordable things to the middle and lower class men. Farming cooperative society. Uh, farming cooperative society
They provide agriculture-based goods.
Yeah, hello, what happened? Is she there online? Yes, Samreen, I guess she left. There is some network issues from her side.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, after cooperative society, what is the next topic?
Joint
Joint
stock.
stock.
stock company.
Joint stock company.
Okay, so who's there with the joint stock company topic?
Me, ma'am.
Adiba?
Sana
No,
Fatima.
ma'am.
Sana.
Sana Fateh.
Okay, okay. Okay, fine. You can proceed, Sana.
Okay. Joint stock company. The simplest way to describe a joint stock company is that it is a business organization that is owned jointly by all its shareholders. All the shareholders own a certain amount of stock in the company, which is represented by their shares. Joint stock company is nothing but all the organization is owned by the shareholders. Shareholders have the right to represent their shares. Here is a definition of joint stock company: a voluntary association of a person for profit, having the capital divided into the sum transferable shares, and the ownership of such share is the condition of membership of the company. Studying the features of this joint stock company will clarify its structure. Features of a joint stock company. Here are the features of the joint stock company. First, artificial legal person. A company is a legal entity that has been created by the same statutes of law. Like a national person, it can do certain things like own property in its name, enter into a contract, borrow and lend money, sue or to be sued, etc. It has also been granted
certain rights by law, which is enjoyed through by board of directors. However, not all laws, rights, duties apply to a company. It exists only in the law and not in the physical form. So we call it as an artificial person. Girls, you get it?
Yes.
Yeah, proceed.
Second, separate legal entity. Unlike a proprietorship or partnership, the legal identity of a company, its members are separate. All the members are separate or proprietorship or a person. As soon as joint stock company is incorporated, it has its own distinct legal identity. All have its own distinct and legal identity. So a member of a company is not liable for the company. And similarly, the company will not depend on any of its members for any business activities. Okay, guys? And the third is incorporation. For a company to be recognized as a separate legal entity and for it to come into the existence, it has to be incorporated. Not registering a stock company is not an option. Without incorporation, a company simply does not exist. Without incorporation, company should not exist. Okay?
So now just go through with the main points here. Don't read out the whole thing. Just go through with the main.
I'm not read out
Let
whole
her,
thing.
let her. That is the reason I just muted everyone. Let her proceed with it. We are not running
Yes,
with
ma'am, we are
anything,
getting
okay?
Okay, ma'am. Shall I?
Yes, you can.
Perpetual cessation is the fourth point. The joint stock company is bound out of the law. So only the way for the company to end is by the functioning of law. So the life of the company is no way to related to the life of its members. However, it is not related to the lives of the members. Members or shareholders of a company keep changing, but does not affect the company's life. So in this point, the company was not related to the life of the members. It's not changed and not affected by the members. Okay, girls, you got it, girls?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And the next is limited liability. This is one of the major point of difference between a company and a sole proprietorship and a partnership. The liability of the shareholders of a company is limited. The personal assets of a member cannot be liquidated to repay the debts of the company. What would be the personal assets of a member? It cannot be liquidated to repay the debts of the company. A shareholder's liability is limited to amount of unpaid share capital. If his shares are fully paid, then he has no liability. If his shares are fully paid, then he has no liability. The amount of debt has no bearing on this. Only the company assets can be sold off to repay its own debts. What would have
just wait for a while. Just wait. So this is the second unit. The joint stock company is the second unit.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is the next topic after this? Public company and private company.
The advantages of joint stock company.
No. Yeah. Beside that, the next topic I am telling after
this?
joint stock company.
Yes, ma'am. After these types of companies.
Okay. So who's there with the differences between private and public company? Differences of private and public
Adiba?
company. Someone, yeah, exactly. I think Adiba was there with the topic.
No, ma'am, you
Private.
didn't. see.
I am explain about the ma'am. What is public and private?
Okay. So Adiba, which topic you are having then?
No, ma'am, you didn't assign anything to me.
Okay, so for the third unit, I'll be giving you the topics. Okay, levels of management, third unit, top level, middle level, and low level. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And ma'am, for required documents, Lubna is there. Like
For
MOA,
the
OA.
second unit, yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
exactly.
No, my
Okay,
topic is
fine.
about
No,
member
she's for MOA.
association.
Yeah. Okay. Now, who was proceeding with the Sana? Sana, how much topic is left out? More it is, like half of it is completed.
More than half is completed, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Fine, you can proceed. Okay, just see, do one thing. Go with the side head. Explain. Just tell the side head and explain the details about it. Okay, in your own way.
Okay, ma'am. So here is a common scene. A company is an artificial person, so its day-to-day functions are conducted by the board of directors. Common scene is nothing but the company is artificial person. So the day-to-day transaction and the function are conducted by the board of directors.
I guess there is some network issue from her side. Okay. Uh, is she still there in the class? Sana, are you there in the class?
She's there in the class, ma'am, but I guess a network problem.
Okay, okay, fine. No issues. Okay. The next topic. Who's there with the next topic? No issues, Sana. We can leave it till here. Okay. We can leave it till here. We can proceed to the next topic. After this, what is the next topic? Who is there with the next topic?
Ma'am, due to the network issue, I was left it.
Okay, fine. No issues, Sana. We'll just proceed with the next topic. Okay. Half of it is completed.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah. Who's there with the next topic, girls?
Shafia Fatima from Malakpet, difference between private and public company.
Yes, we can proceed. Shafia, are you there in the class? Yes, Shafia, continue with your topic.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Shafia Fatima from Malakpet branch.
Salam.
I am going to explain about what are the difference between private and public company. Coming to the difference, first we understand what is private company. A private company is a firm held under private ownership. Private companies may issue stock and have shareholders, but their shares do not trade on public exchanges. A private company is very suitable for carrying on the business of small concerns. And next is public company. A public company whose shares are traded freely on stock exchanges. It has the opportunity to share its share to general public. Coming to the difference, public company and private company. First difference is minimum number is there in public company is 7. Minimum member is nothing but minimum shareholders is 7 in public company, and private company is 2. And maximum number are considered in public company is infinite. No limit is there in maximum members, and in private company is 200 is limit. And minimum directors are there is 3, and in private companies 2. Maximum director is 15 is considered, and private companies also is 15. But if the company want more than 15, it will be conduct a general meeting with the shareholders and pass a resolution for that. And next difference in between is transfer of shares. In public company, there is no restriction about transfer of shares, but in private company, they will be restricted beyond go to the 200. And next difference is invitation to public. It will be invite to general public also in public company, but in private company, no, there is not allowed to the invite to the general public. It has a private company held under private ownership only. That's it. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, girls, you understand what I am explaining?
Yeah, okay, the topic is clear. The topic is covered. This much was only in the differences between private and public.
Teacher, ma'am.
Yeah, is this, yeah, that much only left in the private and public company?
Ma'am, can I ask you one question?
Yeah, who's this?
Miss Sara.
Yes, Sarah.
Ma'am, this chairman will say, right? Chairman or chairperson.
Mm-hmm.
So is he said as like, are we taking owner or something like that for chairperson?
I did not get your point. Which
मतलब
one
अगर
you are talking
business
about?
नो अगर यानी बिजनेस में कोई हम लोग बोलते ना यही चेयरपर्सन है यहाँ के तो यानी वो ओनर है या फिर
Chairperson will be also called as a director, okay? Like a director person.
so the owner is someone else or is considered as owner?
Owners will be in the private concern, okay? Remember one thing, public concerns में जो है सो ये directors रहते, ठीक है?
यानी जो गवर्नमेंट वाले होते हैं उसमें डायरेक्टर्स होते हैं.
No. The shareholders who are the shareholders in the public company, there are many shareholders, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So according to their voting, company में ना एक बड़ी खासी company में company at large in the public companies वो लोग meeting held करते हैं. Meeting held करके एक selected person को वो लोग अपने vote के हिसाब से वो लोग director बनाते हैं. This will be the other criteria, okay?
Okay. And ma'am, this यानी हर बिजनेस वगैरह होता है ना हर जगह तो यानी ये हॉस्पिटल्स एंड स्कूल आर दे आर आल्सो कंसीडर्ड एज बिजनेस बिकॉज उसमें भी चेयरपर्सन डायरेक्टर्स मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर्स यानी सब
Yes,
होना जरूरी है.
exactly. क्योंकि कोई एक बंदा तो हैंडल नहीं कर सकता ना, उसके लिए भी आपको फंड्स जमा करने होते हैं, कई सारे फंड्स लेते हैं आप, ठीक है? तो उसके लिए भी डायरेक्टर्स वगैरह रहते हैं, है ना?
So this private schools and public schools will come in this private company and public company.
I guess private schools only one director like a chairperson will be there, but other than that schools, government or recognized schools, some other schools, they will be having the board persons for that, okay?
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, welcome.
Ma'am, I have also a question.
Yes, who's this?
Sumaya Khanam, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, in Credit Cooperative Society is an independent group, ma'am?
Credit Cooperative Society independent group, like how? Like in what sense you are asking?
No, ma'am, yes, that's my topic, cooperative society, and this is a definition of that. So I don't understand what is this. A credit cooperative society is an independent group.
Okay, continue. Independent group of what? Yeah, continue with your statement, Sumaya. Hello.
She is there in the class, ma'am. I think she has some network issues. She can't able to respond.
Okay, fine. Wait for some time. We'll continue with the attendance part. Okay. We'll proceed with attendance. Yeah. Shalibanda branch girls, raise your hand. All the Shalibanda branch girls. Afshan Khaisar, raise your hand from Shalibanda branch. Shaista Shah, 43 from Shalibanda.
Yes, ma'am. Including Shaista, it is 43.
Okay. Malakpet branch girls. Atika Tabassum from Malakpet branch. You didn't raise your hand. Okay, fine. So tomorrow we'll proceed with this second unit topic. Okay. Is it clear, girls? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Like this till tomorrow we'll continue. Yeah. Till tomorrow we'll continue this revisions of this topic and all. Okay. Then day after tomorrow we'll continue with the we'll be back with the topics. Okay. I'll be covering of this third unit topic. Okay. Which is the FAIL's 14 principles of management. Okay. Yes, Adiba.
Ma'am, my topic is only levels of management, not introduction and managerial skills.
You just speak about the managers and all, right? You speak about the management and all, introduction for management, then you can proceed for the the levels of management. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Jazakallah, thank you.
Okay, bhaiya.
And ma'am, my
Okay.
topic is also about only memorandum of association, yeah, including clauses.
Memorandum of association are not there with the clauses, I guess. What are the clauses in that? Yeah, I told you on that day, na, you are memorandum of association with all the topics and all. What it includes, the name clause, registered clause, right?
Including
And who is
that, I have to explain, ma'am. Including
Yes,
clauses.
exactly. Yes, because a memorandum of association is there with the clauses only.
Yes, ma'am.
And who is there with the articles of association?
Nobody.
Yes, Sumaya, unmute yourself.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yes, you want to speak something, Sumaya Mariam?
Yes, ma'am. I took that
Yeah,
away,
tell
ma'am.
me. Okay. So be ready tomorrow, okay? The
Okay,
girls
ma'am.
who are there with the rest of the topics for the second unit, be ready with the topics, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So we are about to end with today's session. It's just a mean to like revise all the concepts for the first, second, and the third unit, just for the sake of the revision of this concepts. I told we will proceed with the revisions. Okay, that is the reason I am taking this 3 days for the revisions. Okay, because all 3 units we have completed, and it's a very must thing that all of you should be familiar with the concepts in each of the 3 units. I guess everyone is clear with the concepts, right? Yes, girls, all of you. Are you clear with the
Yes,
concepts
ma'am.
until now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Yes, ma'am, cleared.
Okay, fine, fine. No issues. So, inshallah, we'll meet tomorrow again. Okay, then. Allah Hafiz.
Allah
Thank you,
Hafiz,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Allah
Allah
Hafiz, ma'am. Jazakallah.
Allah Hafiz, ma'am.
Jazakallah, Jazakallah. Allah Hafiz.
Yakum, ma'am.